Oregon's rugged beauty is truly a coastal paradise. The Oregon coast is a place of dramatic beauty. Towering cliffs rise from the Pacific Ocean. Sandy beaches stretch for miles. Picturesque towns dot the coastline. Visitors and residents alike are drawn to this stunning landscape. They come to hike, to surf, to whale watch, and to simply soak in the natural splendor. The air is fresh and salty. The sunsets are breathtaking. It is easy to see why people fall in love with the Oregon coast. Beneath the surface lies the Cascadia subduction zone. Hidden beneath the waves, the Cascadia subduction zone stretches for hundreds of miles. It runs from Northern California all the way up to British Columbia, Canada. This zone marks the meeting point of two massive tectonic plates, the Juan de Fuca plate and the North American plate. The CSZ is a type of fault called a subduction zone. This means that one plate is forced beneath the other. In this case, the denser oceanic Juan de Fuca plate is slowly sliding under the continental North American plate. This process, though slow, is relentless. It builds up immense pressure over time. The Cascadia subduction zone is not just a geological feature, it is a force of nature with the potential to unleash tremendous energy. A tectonic clash occurs with plates in motion, a dynamic and powerful process that shapes our planet. The interaction between the Juan de Fuca and North American plates is a slow-motion collision, a gradual yet relentless force that has been occurring for millions of years. The Juan de Fuca plate, made of denser oceanic crust, is forced downward into the mantle, a process known as subduction. It grinds against the North American plate, which consists of lighter continental crust, creating immense friction and heat. This grinding is not smooth or constant, it is a jagged stop-and-go motion. The plates can get stuck, locking together in a tense standoff. As the plates remain locked, pressure builds up over time, much like a ticking time bomb. It is like pulling on a spring. The further you pull, the more energy is stored, waiting to be unleashed. This stored energy can be released suddenly and violently in the form of an earthquake, shaking the ground and altering landscapes. The magnitude of the earthquake depends on the amount of pressure that has built up and the area over which the plates slip, determining the scale of destruction. The movement of the plates during an earthquake also displaces a massive amount of water in the ocean, creating ripples that can travel vast distances. This displacement generates a series of waves, known as a tsunami, that can travel across the ocean at high speeds and cause devastating damage to coastal communities, reshaping shorelines and impacting lives. What are the risks living here? The unpredictable giant, recurrence and risk. Scientists study past earthquake patterns to understand the potential for future events. By analyzing historical data, they can identify trends and anomalies that might indicate when the next big earthquake could occur. While they cannot predict the exact timing of earthquakes, they can estimate the recurrence interval, the average time between major earthquakes on a fault. This interval is crucial for preparing and mitigating potential damage. For the Cascadia subduction zone, the estimated recurrence interval for magnitude 9.0 earthquakes is about 500 to 600 years. This means that, on average, such massive earthquakes occur every few centuries. However, it is important to note that this is just an average. The actual timing can vary significantly, and there can be long periods of quiet followed by sudden, intense activity. Earthquakes are not bound by a strict schedule, and the next big one could happen sooner or later than the average suggests. This unpredictability makes it challenging to prepare adequately. The risk of smaller, but still damaging earthquakes is even higher. These smaller quakes can cause significant damage, especially in areas not designed to withstand seismic activity. The Cascadia subduction zone is constantly active, with smaller earthquakes occurring frequently. This continuous activity is a reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet. While these smaller earthquakes may not cause widespread devastation, they are a reminder of the ever-present seismic threat. They serve as a wake-up call for communities to stay vigilant and prepared for the possibility of larger, more destructive events. when the earth trembles. Impacts of a Cascadia quake. A major earthquake on the Cascadia subduction zone would have devastating consequences for the Oregon coast, affecting both natural landscapes and human settlements. The shaking would be intense and long-lasting, potentially lasting for several minutes, causing widespread panic and chaos. Buildings would collapse, roads would buckle, and bridges could fail, making transportation and evacuation extremely difficult. In addition to the shaking, a Cascadia earthquake would trigger a tsunami, adding another layer of destruction. The tsunami would arrive on the coast within minutes, bringing walls of water that could inundate low-lying areas, leaving little time for residents to escape. The tsunami waves would be powerful and destructive, sweeping away homes, businesses, and infrastructure, leaving a trail of devastation. The combined effects of the earthquake and tsunami would be catastrophic, overwhelming emergency services and resources. Coastal communities would be cut off from help with damaged roads and communication lines, making rescue operations challenging. Power outages would be widespread and long-lasting, affecting hospitals, emergency services, and daily life. The loss of life and property would be significant, with long-term impacts on the economy and the well-being of the affected communities. Preparing for the inevitable. Emergency readiness. The potential for a major earthquake and tsunami on the Oregon coast is a reality that residents must confront. While the thought of such a disaster can be overwhelming, taking steps to prepare can significantly increase chances of survival and recovery. Emergency preparedness starts with having a plan. Families and individuals should have a communication plan in case they are separated during an earthquake. Knowing evacuation routes and safe zones is crucial. Assembling an emergency kit with essential supplies like water, food, first aid, and a flashlight is also essential. Living in harmony with nature's power. A balancing act. Living on the Oregon coast means embracing a certain level of risk. The beauty and tranquility of the region come hand in hand with the ever-present threat of natural disasters. However, this does not mean living in fear. It means being informed about the risks, taking steps to mitigate them, and understanding that nature's power demands respect. By acknowledging the potential hazards and preparing for them, residents can find a sense of balance and resilience in the face of uncertainty. The importance of community resilience. While individual preparedness is crucial, the strength of a community lies in its collective response to a disaster. Coastal communities need to work together to develop and implement comprehensive emergency plans. This includes investing in infrastructure improvements to withstand seismic activity, conducting regular drills and exercises to practice response protocols, and fostering a culture of preparedness among residents. By working together, communities can build resilience and increase their capacity to recover from a major earthquake and tsunami. Scientific advancements in early warning systems. Scientists are continually working to improve our understanding of earthquakes and tsunamis. Advances in monitoring technologies and modeling techniques provide valuable insights into the behavior of the Cascadia subduction zone. Early warning systems are being developed and implemented to provide crucial minutes of notice before a tsunami arrives. These systems use a network of sensors to detect earthquakes and ocean buoys to track tsunami waves. While these systems cannot prevent the disaster, they can give people valuable time to evacuate to higher ground and potentially save lives. Embracing the coast, respecting its power. The Oregon coast is a place of breathtaking beauty and untamed power. The Cascadia subduction zone, a silent giant beneath the waves, serves as a reminder that nature's forces shape the landscape and our lives. Living on the edge of this geological marvel requires a delicate balance, embracing the allure of the coast while respecting the ever-present risks. By understanding the science, preparing for the inevitable, and fostering community resilience, we can coexist with the power of the Cascadia subduction zone and ensure the safety and well-being of future generations who will inherit this remarkable coastline. What do you think? Would you feel comfortable living on a coastal city with a tsunami threat? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.